there, welcome to another No Tag Tuesday. This week is Labor Day edition, and the questions have been brought to us by Jay and Michelle of the channel The Average Jay. Before I get started with answering the questions, I just want to do a little housekeeping. As you know, my YouTube channel is Healthy Living with Rodi. What does that mean? It basically means that I've been on Nutrisystem and I have reached my goal weight. I'm in maintenance technically, and I still do follow the Nutrisystem program. In my videos, I show you the food that I eat for the most part, and I give you the information regarding Nutrisystem plan, WW Personal Points plan, and Healthy Better Balanced Bites plan, and as well as calories for the day. And I do it by meal and ingredients. Sometimes I create videos cooking with me. Sometimes I just create a video about a recipe that I'm making, which has nothing to do with healthy living. It's just simply something that I make that's a tradition in my family, maybe for a holiday, and I just like to share that. I also do videos about grocery shopping, and I think that about covers it for my channel. So anyway, thanks for watching today. I'm going to ask a favor of you. We have several people that participate in the No Tech Tuesdays. In the description box of this video, you will find a listing of those people with their corresponding links. If you don't mind, please going over and watching their videos, give them a like and a subscribe. We are comprised of lots of different people in this group. Everyone has something different to share. It's not just about weight loss. Some people share things about their lives. They share homesteading, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, you get the gist. So please do me that favor and go check them out. Much appreciated. So on to these questions. Thank you, Jay and Michelle. I really enjoyed these questions this week. So, all about Labor Day. Question number one, what is the best job you have ever had? Well, I had to sit and think about this one, and then it came to me. The best job, absolute best job I have ever had is when I was in high school. I started when I was a sophomore, in the summer of sophomore to junior year, and I worked through a New York City funded program for youth. I forget the name of it now, but that really is irrelevant at this point. So what did I do? There were many different jobs that they had for youth in those days. And my job was to work at the police station, the 45th Precinct in Throgs Neck in the Bronx. And boy, did I love this job. I worked a full day with a lunch hour, and I worked in clerical in the Public Morals Division. Now, what does that mean? That means that they monitored people who are racketeering, gambling, illegally, that kind of thing. So, the best or the worst summer of my life was when Son of Sam was running around shooting young women with, at the time I had long brown hair. So that summer was a very interesting summer because they were, every division, it didn't matter if it was public morals or not, was involved in interrogating suspects. And because the initial shooting, I think the initial one, I'm not sure now if it was in Pelham Bay or if it was in Queens. Memory fails me, but Pelham Bay is right next to Throgs Neck. So we had a lot of people who were suspects coming through. And boy, oh boy, for a young person, that was a really eye-opening experience. And it was really a lot of fun working in that department. I worked there for a couple summers, and I even went back during the school year to do volunteer work because I really just really liked it. And so yes, that is the best job I have ever had in my life. I feel very blessed to have had that opportunity. Really do. Okay, so question number two. What is the worst job you've ever had? Oh my God, that was an easy one. The worst job I've ever had is when I had two elementary age school children at home. And at the time, their dad worked midnight shift. No, actually, no, he did not. He worked day shift. Forgive me. I worked midnight shift, and I took a temporary job at IBM in the area where we lived in the Hudson Valley. IBM back in the 90s was the place where everybody worked for the most part. So what did I do in this job? I went to work at midnight. Horrible. And it was so boring. If you ever wanted to fall asleep, you probably fall asleep easily during daytime shift. Forget about at night trying to stay awake. You sat at this computerized machine, and what it did is measure these chips that go in computers. And so you press the button, the chip would go in. You press the button, it would measure it. You press the button, it comes out. So either it was, if it was no good, you had to take it out and put it aside. The machine registered it. And when I tell you, dreaded it, but had to do it because you have kids to feed, right? And a mortgage to pay. Okay, number 3. What is the most difficult schedule you've ever worked? That was it. Midnight shift. Not good. Number 4. What is the best schedule you've ever worked? The best schedule, barring none, was the school calendar schedule that I worked in my life. Best. And you could guess why, right? Number 5. Who was the best or the worst manager supervisor that you ever had? Well, this goes back to number 1. His name was Captain Iverson. And he was the captain in charge of the public morals unit in the 45th precinct. And every morning, Captain Iverson would come through. He looked like Lou Costello. So put that picture in your head, okay? And he would dance through sideways from the door, past the desk where I sat, and go into his office, which was like to the side and behind me. And he would sing the song, Nelson Eddy, Rosemary, I Love You. Okay? Best guy in the world, loved him. Really, really enjoyed working for him. Okay, so where am I at now? Number 6. What is the most jobs you've ever worked at the same time? Well, I'd have to say 1, unless you want to count the time when I was a mother and working and when I was a student and working, or was when I was a mother and a student and working. So I'll leave that up to you. Number 7. Have you ever worked in a union, and how did you like it? Yes, I did work in a union for a time, and it did have its perks. I'll leave it at that. It was good. Number 8. Did you do chores as a kid, and were you paid an allowance? Yes, when I was a little kid, elementary age, 25 cents a week to dust my room. My sister and I would dust our room together, and we got each paid 25 cents a week. Other than that, no. We just did things around the house to help Mom and Dad out. Mom mostly because Dad worked a lot, and Mom also worked full time. So we did whatever we could when we were old enough to help out. Prep vegetables for dinner, throw in a wash, hang it out on the line, take it back in, that kind of thing. Change the sheets on the bed, you know, typical stuff. And no, I did not get an allowance to do that. We just did it. Okay, number 9. What is your dream job if you qualified for anything? My dream job would be, if I qualified, I'll have to say, I already have that one. But if I had the opportunity, I would want to be a psychiatrist or a licensed psychologist. That would be my ultimate dream job, either one of those. Number 10, how many places have you worked on the books in your life? Well, let me tell you, I had to really sit there and think about this one. I came up with 15. I think that's pretty good memory-wise for me. I'll give myself a little pat on the shoulder for that one. At least 15, which at my age, I think that's, I don't know, I don't think that's below average in numbers. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I want to give a shout out to Jay and Michelle of Average Jay, once again, for these great questions. Really, really liked. And I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I will see you again when I make the next video. Thanks for watching.